Hi YouTube, it's Donna from Donna's Life Part 2. I cannot believe I am coming to you with my 20-week update. It has been 5 months since I had gastric bypass surgery, and that is just blowing my mind. Okay, today I weigh 222.8 pounds. That means my stall, such as it was, is over. I am down 2.2 pounds this week, and I will take that for a total of 70.2 pounds. My highest weight ever was 293, surgery day 280, and I am slowly inching my way toward Wonderland, and I intend to have a friggin' party when I get there, I'm telling you. Okay, so I have figured out a few things, and these are my new truths. I knew them beforehand, but now I have really, really internalized and understand what they mean. Truth number one, protein first. And if you fill up, protein only. How much protein do you need in a day? Well, I found I also belong to a website called obesityhelp.com, and there is a discussion that was posted there by a support group leader where she gave a formula that was listed in a bariatric surgery digest or a magazine for surgeons or something like that. Anyway, the formula that they use to calculate an individual person's protein requirement for one day is the current body weight in kilograms minus the ideal body weight. So my current body weight, I calculated this on the day that I weighed 225. So my current body weight in kilograms minus my ideal body weight. So I used the 150 point, and I had to do the conversions, and you can find the conversions for those. I don't have them handy. Then you take 25% of that. So whatever your sum is, you take 25% of that and then add that to your ideal body weight in kilograms. When I did that calculation, I came to 77 grams of protein. So I know that I need 77 grams of protein each and every day. Now, that is going to decrease because, of course, my current weight is on the trend downwards. But it's going to decrease marginally. So if I recalculate that every week, then I will be able to figure out how many grams of protein I need. So I'm figuring, for every 2 to 3 pounds, it probably would go down 1 gram of protein. So 77 grams of protein per day, every day. Truth number two, keep your carbs low. People are going to tell you different things. I am carb sensitive, so I have to keep my carbs low. How low should I go? Well, I don't want to go as low as the Atkins induction program, which is only 20 grams of carbs per day, because I can't live on that. So if I go 30 to 40 grams of carbs per day, then I should be good on that. What does that look like? 1 glass of skim milk is equal to 10 grams of carbohydrates. I do not like my protein shakes with water. I think they taste watery, and I want something that tastes more like a smoothie. So 1 glass of skim milk gets me a little bit of calcium in addition to my calcium tablets. Another 10 grams of carbs I would give over to 2 servings of green vegetables. So I'm talking the kinds of vegetables that, if you were following Weight Watchers, would be considered free vegetables. Kale, spinach, broccoli, cabbage. Okay, so 2 servings, 2 half-cup cooked servings of that. So that would give me, or 1 cup of leafy greens if you prefer it as a raw salad. So that's going to give me a green vegetable at lunch and a green vegetable at dinner. So now I'm up to 20 grams of carbs a day. The other 10 grams of carbs, I'm going to go with either a fruit, So say an apple or mango or probably a banana. Not 100% sure about that, but I would take that anyway. Or I'm going to have a starchy vegetable, so carrots or corn or squash. So I would have one serving of that. So that would be about a half a cup. Now, I can't eat a half a cup of that, but I'm saying that that's what would be about 10 grams of carbs. Then uh, that would take me up to 30 grams of carbs per day. So I would eat that. I want to do that probably 3 to 4 days a week. And then the other 3 days, I could have up to 40 grams of carbs, which would give me the opportunity to have one slice of bread. Now, that slice of bread is not going to be a regular, country time slice of thick multigrain bread, that's like 200 calories a slice. I'm talking Weight Watchers thin sliced bread or I think they're called Missoni low carb tortillas that are roughly 80 calories and probably about 10 grams of carbs per piece, or a few crackers to have with some tuna salad or salmon salad or something like that. Okay, so we're not going hog wild on the bread here. And I'm not talking about eating potatoes or pasta or rice. Um, I suppose I could eat those, but the rice gets my stomach gurgling. The potatoes make me feel sick, and I just really don't do pasta too much. So I do like pasta, but I find if I just avoid these things, then I don't start craving them. And I crave the carbs. I'm not gonna lie, I crave carbs. So that's kind of where I'm gonna go in terms of my carbohydrate intake. Truth number three, get your water in. Drink as much water as you can. Now, I can't do 2 liters in a day in addition to my food. It's not going to happen. But I drink as much as I can. For sure, I get a liter in, or 4 cups of water. Um, and I have probably, I have 1 to 2 cups of decaf coffee. So I'm going to add that to my water because it's decaffeinated. So I'm getting 5 to 6 cups, 5 to 6 cups for sure of water every day. I'm still working on it. Truth number, okay, so that's protein, carbs, water. Truth number 4, I need my Metamucil. It is a godsend. It is saving my life. And here's the trick for you. If you're not full of shit, you're gonna poop. And your weight's gonna go down because poop weighs whatever it weighs. Um, and then last but not least, get your exercise in. Honestly, you'll feel better. I don't know how much of my weight loss I can attribute to exercise, but I know that when I do it, I feel better. Um, I'm still working on my 5K training. It's going slow, but it's happening. I can't do more than a minute of jogging yet. Um, and I do better on some days than other days. But um, in this part of the country, actually, in the city that I live in, there is a marathon that is run in the spring, and they have a 5K portion. It's run the end of March, and I am going to be in that race at the end of March. So I'm committing to that here publicly on YouTube. Here's my hand, swearing. No Bibles, but I'm swearing. I am going to be in that race in March, the end of March. Whether I walk, I run, I crawl, or I ride my granddaughter's baby carriage, I'm going to be in that race. So those are my truths, and I think if I stick with those things, then I cannot help but be successful. If I have 77 grams of carbs and 30 to 40, no, 77 grams of protein and 30 to 40 grams of carbs, I do not go anywhere near 1,000 calories. I'm about 700 calories on that. Um, And you can't overeat, like you just can't, because the protein fills you up, the carbs are limiting the amount of junk you're going to eat. So you don't really have to count calories, but the program that I use to track my food intake, it does track my calories as well. And so I'm coming out at about 700 calories a day. That's creating quite a deficit, and it's going to take me where I want to be. Um, do I have anything else I want to talk about this week? I don't think so. So I'm going to call it quits for today, and I will see you next week. Hopefully I'm going to be in the teens next week.